the beginning, when it first happened, I was living in Mount Vernon, and the landlord just refused to repair the staircase that led up to my apartment on the third floor. So the Department of Buildings came and shut the building down, and they was like, "You have to leave now." And I'm like, "I just had surgery on my back. I have a walk. I'm in physical therapy," and they were like, "It's dangerous, and you can die, so you have to go." And I'm like, "Okay, so where y'all gonna send me?" And they said, "Take this letter, go to the Department of Social Services. They're gonna put you in a shelter." Yep, and they wouldn't let me and my son go together because at the time he was 21, and they're saying he's an adult. So they made us, yeah, it was just a lot. So I had to come to the women's shelter, and he had to go to a men's shelter, and that's how I ended up here. The room that I lived in, all of the women, we just became sisters. Like, we're still in touch. Two of them have already been to my apartment. We cook food together. We go to church together. It just became a community. I kind of miss it because we all work together, and I just miss waking up seeing them or hearing them snore at night like, "Anne Marie, be quiet down there." But I'm glad to be in my own apartment, right? Because I feel stable now. When I was here, even though like life is the same last year, compared to this year, it just felt different being homeless, right? My mindset was different. I was really down, and it was just hard for me to see the bright side of things. So now that I'm, in my own apartment and I own it, I'm a shareholder, it just, boosted my confidence on a whole nother level. I was comfortable in Mount Vernon. I felt like I arrived, right? I had a nice home, a vehicle, a good job. My family was situated. I felt like I arrived, and then all of a sudden one day my ground was shaking up, and I'm just like, my whole foundation. But I have faith and I believe in God, and it worked out. I won't take credit and say I did, we did, and we worked together. My caseworker, Miss Abiola, Miss Esquilin, Miss Johnson, and they put up with me because sometimes I had bad days. So it was a journey, but we all worked together, and they helped with the housing aspect of it. Miss Esquilin, she always allowed anyone that needed to interview me or to come talk with me to use her office space, and whatever was going on, she always just helped. Like, everyone just worked together. So, but now that I'm on the other side, I just would like for other women to know that they can do it. Like, your trouble can have an expiration date, right? Because life is worth living. It really is worth living, even when you're having bad days. So I would just encourage you all just to tell you that you have to believe in yourself and say, "I can do this," and try a little harder, go a little further. Life is worth living. I'm going to live it till I die. You hear what I tell y'all? Live your life. Thank you.
If you want to open it.
And I'm going to put it on my wall in a frame, right? Because I do stuff like that. These things, they make me happy. I like to be celebrated. Wow. Certificate of Achievement recognizing housing success awarded to Tarami Lester. In recognition of achieving personal housing goals in spite of considerable obstacles and serving as a role model for our community. Go me, I'm a role model. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. I'll cherish this.